We have found out that my grandma doesn't want me to have the recipe. My grandma isn't my real grandma. She's my step-grandma.
Got all these brilliant memories of being in Poland and walking in through the doors of the apartment and like being hit by the smell of whatever she was cooking, and it was just the best feeling in the world.
But I've never known my actual grandma. My dad always says that she would have accepted us all into the family. And then if she was still alive, that it would be different, which is sad. I think because I had so many favorite things about going to Poland, but one of my favorite things was just like all the different food, and it's possible, looking at the look on my face, that I was actually really excited by this too. All the ads were so different because, you know, in Australia, got adverts for like meat pies and chocolate milk, and then you come to Poland and they're these huge sausages, which I loved, but you know, I would tell my friends at school, and definitely got bullied for, you know, having a weird last name and eating weird food.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I was going to do sourdough, and then I decided, like maybe I should do something that actually means more to me. And zurek was one of those things, because it's like you've got this white liquid in front of you that's got a hard-boiled egg and potatoes and sausage floating in it.
So the evolution of this is that I told my mother, and my mother, feeling very sad, went and found the Polish kitchen, which is a cookbook she has that was a gift from my great uncle. Polish sour rye soup, which is hilarious because here there's a little tram.
Like Melbourne.
Like Melbourne. I don't like it. It's not how I would make a soup.
What's different?
Well, obviously I'm going to follow I did a lot of research on how to make the kvass, because I've never made something before, and also is different from how you make a sourdough. You boil water and then you cool it, so just in the kettle. And then you put flour in a jar and mixed a little bit of the water in to form a paste, and then you leave it to settle. And then you add garlic, and in some recipes I've seen add bay leaf and allspice. So I'm going to do that, a couple of allspice berries. So I'm going to do that as well. And then you add all of that and the rest of the water, and then you just leave it. You just leave it. You don't have to, like, you know, with sourdough, you feed it every day and like stir it. This way you just air it, and what it ends up looking like is there's like the flour on the bottom that's kind of like turned to, I don't know, like a milky consistency, and then all the water on the top.
this is what I was calling kvass, except in all the recipes it says it's zakvass. I haven't opened it in 5 days and I'm really scared it's going to explode. I'm also really scared it's going to stink. So we're going to open it in the sink. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. Didn't explode. Oh, it actually smells like kombucha. Kind of. Or like it smells like a good sour. Come smell it. It smells good sour. I was really worried. And now I'm not so worried. I was scared that I was going to go and deliver this and give everyone food poisoning. So this is what's left over. And you can still see the bubbles. Still see that it's still alive. For the same reductionist reasons that microbes are seen as good, bad, safe, dangerous, impure, pure, the same can go for the queer community. Different, same, dirty, clean, us, them. And so I started to think about how to live with impurity, not against it.
Is it recording fun?
Yeah.
Nice. Through this process, of which I began in question of my identity, shunned and shamed, my ferment and fermentation has taught me how to live with impurity, not against it. Give it another mix. So, I live with my Polish culture. I live with my queerness.
I've got this really horrible debate. It's like I want to try it by myself, but it's probably best to record it. Fuck, can't wait. Okay, so we've reached the end of the cooking time. I've had some issues about doing this on camera because this is such a private thing of making sure that it tastes the way that you want to taste it and being able to be like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. That is really yummy. It's like not as sour as I'm used to, but it's still such a beautiful soup. Hello! I got the hard-boiled eggs.
Hello.
Hello. You look lovely.
Oh my God, the zurek. The zurek was amazing.
Yeah.
God, you really nailed it. It was divine and it wasn't too sour. It's the perfect sausage because you used the white, was it a white sausage? Yeah. And the egg and the potatoes with a skin, perfect. Although, like when we were children in Poland, when my mom was giving us zurek, it was mashed potatoes too. So instead of eating, she was playing with it and building little castles. It was so much fun. It was more fun than eating zurek. I didn't like it as a child because, you know, when it's really sour taste. But as a child, I didn't really like the zurek. Like very often children don't like spicy food. You did. You stuffed yourself with herring when you were 1, like gobbled it, and then you hated it, and now you like it again. It's a strong taste. I think children don't like strong tastes. The consistency of it was amazing, and we're still alive. So you didn't poison us.
You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things.